Everyone wants to be financially stable. Everyone wants to find a successful career that they can rely on. But only few have learned the science behind doing so. For most people, their desire for this isn't because they are greedy or materialistic. It's simply because they don't want to worry about where the next paycheck is coming from or how they will pay for life's natural expenses. There's no better feeling of accomplishment than knowing you're providing for yourself and your loved ones, that you were able to build something successful in your short time on this earth. Robert Herjavec, a multimillionaire, businessman, and son of an immigrant, often talks about his strong motivation to achieve this aforementioned type of financial stability.
People overcomplicate business and success.
He was introduced to the art of money early on when he was forced to do his parents' purchasing paperwork because they couldn't speak English. He recalls how his family was considered lower middle class and how this motivated him to start learning the secrets of business. His main goal was to buy them a house, so he began calculating how much money he would need to do so. Quickly, he realized that people who were financially successful all had one thing in common, that they were great at a specific thing. The world doesn't reward mediocrity. The world rewards greatness. If you want to be prosperous, you must first find the thing that you are good at and become exceptional at it. If you decide not to do this, and instead focus on something you were not already good at, someone who is naturally talented in that area will always be ahead of you. So look for your specific talent, not someone else's. Being an entrepreneur of anything is not easy. There will be times when things are going well, when the money is pouring in, and all your business partners are satisfied. However, there will also be times when people aren't happy with you, when you're losing money, and it will seem like you've hit rock bottom. The secret is to keep your eye on the prize, no matter how chaotic everything around you becomes. Everyone can handle success. Not many people can handle failure. Learning how to absorb hardship and how to allow that hardship to become a part of you in a positive way is the key to motivation. Don't let it knock you down. Take the hit and carry on. As an entrepreneur, you have to be ready for the loneliness it brings. Not many people will think the way you do or understand your motives. There often will be multiple targets on your back, especially when you become wealthy. You may even isolate yourself in the process, hiding yourself from the rest of the world. Keeping the same level of focus through all this is a skill you must learn. Don't spend your time surrounded by people who don't understand your goals. Instead, make friends with people more successful than you. Learn from them and let their motivation rub off on you. Most importantly, remember to have courage. Courage isn't only witnessed in businessmen, but in anyone willing to take risks. Herjavec's father had the courage to leave his communist country and take his entire family to America with only $20 in his pocket. All of this was done with the hope that this new life would be better for his children, and as it turns out, he was right. We can all learn something from this act of bravery. Don't take the opportunities you have for granted. Don't take your talents for granted. Take that leap of faith and use your privileges for something great. Be clear about what you want. Calculate the amount of money you desire to earn and figure out how you will earn it. Remain on that same goal until you achieve it. Don't let disappointment, anger, or self-doubt control your actions. These are all biases, and if you let them, they can and will ruin your entire plan. Robert talks about his first time selling a business. He says the night before the deal went through, he called the CEO, who was set to buy it, and told him he didn't want to finish their agreement because he was too emotionally attached to everything he had created. The CEO responded by saying the business was not his family. It was an asset, and you should get the most money out of it as possible. Robert realized he was being too emotional with the negotiation and ended up selling this asset for $30 million. The lesson here is to look at everything objectively and with a clear head, or you may make a huge mistake. A big chunk of business is competition. You will encounter a lot of people that are incredible at what they do. When you find that specific thing that you can bring to the table, you can utilize that to get on top. You can't just do something well, you must do things differently than those who've come before you. To summarize, find your birth-given specialty. Become great at that specialty and conduct your business with a clear head and constant goal. Be positive and success will come to you, and eventually it will. Once you learn this, you won't allow yourself to be defined by the word failure ever again.